Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome. Hello, Sid Talk. How are you doing?
Hello.
Are you very good?
I'm good. You?
You don't sound good. You sound...
Is that right? I'm focusing on something else.
Well, that is not we want from you.
It's also not the before the after the show discussion. We were barely talking. I don't mean like out of like we're not talking to each other. Just not a lot of conversation happening. We watched this movie, then we came in here. That was it.
That was it. All right, let's get on with it. It's Saturday, September the 6th. This is After the Show, your weekly movie review podcast. And on episode 907, we're looking at the movie Bring Her Back. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming. Rated R, its runtime is 1 hour and 44 minutes, and it's from the studio A24, who sent us a copy for review. Sid Talk, give us the synopsis of the movie Bring Her Back.
There's a dead person, and someone wants to bring her back.
All right.
Is that on the box?
I'll give you the one off the box.
All right.
A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother.
Fair. That's fair.
That's what it is.
That's a reasonable assessment. Yes.
All right. So Bring Her Back, the latest A24 movie from the Philippou brothers, who brought us Talk to Me. Did you like Talk to Me? I can't remember if you liked it.
Think semi-neutral. Liked
Right.
And then I'd have to go back because I don't remember.
I know I wasn't the biggest fan of it, even though there was some cool moments in it. But this is their new film. What did you think of the new one? Bring Her Back.
Think it was really well made. Of course, it has some obligatory tropes of a few jump scares here and there, a little gross out sounds.
A little gross out.
Sounds, I mean, specifically, where you're like...
Yeah.
Like on purpose. And sort of like the overriding, like, we're not holding back here. We're going to be gross and terrifying. So I enjoy that because, you know, if you go middle of the road, it's not quite as entertaining.
You said after we'd watched it, oh, that's not a Blumhouse movie, is it?
Right?
It's like the opposite to a Blumhouse movie.
Yeah. No offense, Blumhouse.
Even though we can have some fun with Blumhouse movies, but they don't ever go for the jugular like this one does.
Almost literally.
Yeah. I thought that this, for a second film from these directors, and I wasn't hyped up on the first one, I thought this one was fantastic. I give it a clap at the end.
You did?
It just had the atmosphere. There's also some subject matter in this which triggers me in particular.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
So it gave me a bad vibe. Well, also like foster thing. And all that.
Of course. Well, I mean, you didn't have that experience.
I didn't. Nobody had this experience. Hopefully, the one from this movie.
No shit.
Yeah, but there was some things in it that were a bit near the.
Okay.
You know, but the atmosphere in this movie. It's an Australian movie, by the way, and their actors. I mean, apart from Sally Hawkins, they're all actors you don't really know, not seen before. But the atmosphere of it was amazing. From the opening shot where the girl is where she's stood talking to the schoolgirls, it's just got this like.
So we'll say this young lady is blind mostly. She can see shapes and some colors, but she's a teenage girl and her stepbrother's very protective.
Yeah.
And their father dies unexpectedly. They're going to be sent out to this lady's house.
It's just, foster. It's bleak, though.
Yeah.
It feels bleak.
Yeah. From the very beginning, you're like, no, don't send him out there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, maybe this is a twist, right? I'm supposed to be afraid of this lady, but she's fine.
But you're like, at first you're like, well, how bad could this lady possibly be? She seems like she got a sense of humor and she's, I don't know. Well, but then she's just plain weird. Oh,
and we forget the very beginning. What we're seeing in the opening is a very horrible, what looks like a spiritual demonic ritual.
Yes.
In the form of like an old crotchety videotape. And so you see glimmers of it, and then you go to her, and then you're like, how's this associated? Maybe she's actually not associated with that at all. And then at some point, she puts the fucking videotape in the player and she's watching it because she wants to learn how to do the ritual.
Yeah.
So, then she's bad.
Yeah, and it's got a really straightforward premise to it.
Very straightforward, yeah.
But the way it is executed I just kept saying bleak. The use of the rain, it's raining a lot.
And the random sounds of screaming and grunting and like chicken squawking, but it's not appropriate. It's like, where's it coming from? But
yeah,
as you go through the course of it, you realize this one poor young boy has been possessed.
And strange actions that this woman is doing, is at that funeral. She's like messing with everybody.
Well, she's doing her ritual, I believe. These are rules of the ritual of weird shit that she has to get done because she's got some of the dead dad's hair and she wants him to kiss him on the lips. I mean, there's all this. I said, if we're doing a sequel, the sequel needs to be how she captured, because here's the, I guess, spoiler alert, because she has captured a demon in a child and is going to transfer the soul of her dead daughter into a new girl, right? So that's the whole premise.
The idea is to bring back her own daughter.
Bring her back.
Through any purposes necessary, which would include killing other children.
Yes, and other people in general, yes. And so the whole thing is, we don't know how she captured, we didn't see that first part. All we know is she's got some poor kid who's possessed now and is going to do this thing. So every weird shit she does, I think is in, it's part of the ritual.
She's desperate to get her daughter back.
She said all she wants is to hear her say, Mom, one more time. And so everything is on the premise that this woman is so completely grief-stricken and heartbroken that she will do anything. And I think she tries a couple of times to not do the worst possible thing, but then she's like focused and she's going to do the worst, most terrible things.
So it's an interesting character because she's a psychopath, but she's not. Like her emotions are carrying her over what she's doing. But then she doesn't give a shit about human life, it seems.
Correct.
So then she is a psychopath, but then
because
it's not what she set out to do. It's like,
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, are we going full spoiler? Because there's a freezer involved, and like, if in that moment she didn't call the authorities, then something was wrong with her way before now.
Yeah. And like you said, there'll be people who watch this movie who are on her side. Like,
absolutely.
I would do anything to bring my child back.
Maybe not on her side in terms of like rooting for her, but understanding the pain. And
if that's what I had to do to bring my child back, I might do it.
Absolutely. And I get that. That's why it's conflicting, because there are times when you feel real sad for her. It doesn't last very long.
But personally, I'm not killing other kids to bring back a kid, maybe.
Gotcha.
Because there's a maybe.
That's good to know for future reference.
There's a whole maybe to it. It's just, it could be mumbo jumbo, the whole video.
Absolutely.
Turns out it's not. Yeah, it's gross as well. Did we mention it's gross?
That's what I like about it, is we're not hiding from the fact that we're in a world, we're in this reality where demons, angels, whatever it is, are real, and you can capture the spirit of a dead person and do the thing. That I like. It's kind of like Violent Night.
Yeah.
Where, you find out the truth is, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like, this is exactly what's happening. It doesn't try to be ambiguous about stuff.
Correct.
It's like, no, this is what's happening. We're going to bring back this girl, and there's going to be deaths in the process. It's full of bodily fluids, this movie.
Oh, yes, it is.
There's drool.
There's a lot of drool.
There's pee.
I think she's poisoning him or drugging him, and that's why he's sleeping so hard.
With the drool, yeah. There's drool, there's pee. Was there any poop? Maybe?
No, actually. No poop.
There's a lot of disgusting blood / flesh.
Yes.
The arm eating incident.
Yes.
It is disgusting. Really disgusting. There's like a piece of flesh. Oh God, it's horrible. It looks so realistic.
Even I put my hand up, and I'm not that person. Like, I could watch almost any horror thing, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's nasty. There's also teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I find anything to do with teeth in movies, to be the most, it's extreme, because you know how much teeth stuff hurts.
You mean like the movie Teeth?
Yes.
If you haven't seen that one, everybody, that's an interesting use of teeth.
But there's a teeth scene in this movie, let's say, that was gnarly as shit. In fact, it leads into the eating of the arm scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold back, this movie. It is, if you like horror and you like fucked up horror, which is what this is.
Like, it is horrific, yes. Yes, yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart, as they say. You will be leaving the cinema, that type of person.
It could be upsetting.
Yeah, and I found it effective. I was actually sad in parts. Because what's happening here, and the fact that the young girl is blind, so a lot of the time this woman is doing stuff right in front of her that's horrible.
Yeah, her daughter was blind, which is probably why she wanted to find another blind child.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she just wanted a child that was the same. And you're the same, she kept saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. But the fact that this blind child is in such danger in this household, because she can't, like when she runs into the patio door, for instance, she can't escape.
Correct.
I mean, she can feel her way around, but horrible things are happening and she doesn't really know what it is. She didn't even know what this other kid, the other kid in this movie, Connor.
Correct.
She doesn't really know what's going on with him.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? Because, I mean, poor Connor has been
and Connor's
commandeered
around
for this woman's horrible purposes.
Yeah. And that's just a kid who's gone missing. Oh, God, it's so effed up. And the whole effed up thing about her being a counselor. And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's a woman who's been, 20 years she's worked in this
police department.
Right.
As a counselor.
Yeah. And now she's in this position. Oh, God, it makes me
yeah, it's like not your standard villain of a horror movie, right? At all. Because it's,
And she plays it incredibly well. Sally Hawkins. Let's get on to the... anything else to say about the movie?
No.
Apart from A24 really scored big on this one. And it's unusual for me that like a director, the two directors here, make the first film and I'm not really into it. And then they make a second film and I'm like, wow, that's such an improvement over the first film. I don't know what the problem I had with the first film was. What was it?
I can't remember. You have to listen to your own podcast. What was your problem with it? I don't remember.
I remember it was set also in an Australian film. And I remember that it had a bad sound mix and all the, they sounded like they were mumbling all the time. And that was like a
that
complaint.
Might have been.
But I don't know if that was the thing that overrode, like, was enjoying the film. Because there was some cool sequences, right? Like what was it? You touch the hand.
Put your hands in and then you get sort of possessed to talk to someone across the way by someone who's
basically a dead person. Yeah, like this, bring her back. You bring somebody back who's in a host body.
So they're either convinced that's real, these two writer/director people, or they're not. It's just like a fodder for really horrific manipulation of people's emotions.
I mean, really. It's not a new thing, but they put something on it that makes it feel new. And I don't know, I'm not quite sure because it's not overly stylistic, the movie. It's just pretty matter of fact, right? Aside from, where the circle of blood is going around on the window and the cameras kind of move. There is some sequences like that, but it's not like a Danny Boyle movie where he's trying all kinds of weird, camera angles and stuff. Pretty straightforward in terms of the filming. Let's go on to the cast. Billy Barrett plays Andy. What did you think? Andy's the brother.
Oh, it's really good. I think everybody's good. So he's convincingly scared. Like, we also established that he has had anger issues in the past. And so he has to play it like he knows he's no longer angry. His father, his dad
abused him, but not
correct.
The daughter.
So he had anger issues when he was younger. And I mean, I'm convinced that doesn't exist anymore. He's really protective of her, right?
Yeah, that's his whole aim is
all
to protect
of this
her.
Is plucking out of him like what would be genuinely anger and violent reactions to someone being absolutely horrific, and yet the lady's twisting it around and making it look like he's going crazy and he's being violent, so to play it like, look, I know I'm not a bad guy. How else am I supposed to react when you've got us all in, so I think he did a really good job.
Again, not familiar with him. Sally Hawkins, I am familiar with, plays Laura. And that is I would liken it to the other A24 movie we watched this year, Heretic, with Hugh Grant playing that. It's like that. You have to be one thing, but you're another.
Absolutely. And convinced, as a character, she's convinced that what she's doing is right. No, I don't think she thinks it's right, but she just can't not do it.
No, she has to do it, doesn't she? The sequence is in action. It's like a daughter is in a refrigerator, in a freezer.
I wasn't going to say that, but you just sold everybody. So there you go.
But I mean, that's the beginning of the whole thing, that she's got to fulfill it now, right?
Right.
And she's
My question is, and maybe they'll do a sequel that's a prequel, how did she even stumble across this ritual to begin with?
Right.
How did she find this videotape? Where did she go in her moment of grief after she put her dead daughter in the freezer to be like, okay, what am I going to do? We don't know any of that. That to me is another fascinating story. I mean, I don't love prequels because I'm like, well, we already know this part of it. But if you branch out,
there's no prequel or sequel planned for this movie. But talk to me. They're doing a sequel.
If it's successful, though, you know how people are.
Yeah.
Also, here's the deal. It's the same two fellas. So if they're making Talk to Me and this one where we're bridging the gap between our realm.
Could be in the same universe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There could be a time when she went to some guru who did the talkie thing and I don't know. I'm making up stuff now. I'm writing it for them, basically.
Jonah Wren Williams plays Oliver. And if you've seen the poster for this movie, Oliver is up front and center. He's
how old is this kid? Because he has to do some horrific, the actor person, like how old is this poor person?
Yeah, I'm not actually
Because they had to be it was really awful what they had to do.
It doesn't actually say even on the IMDb, it doesn't say how old. Excellent, though. And
yes.
Prosthetics.
Yeah.
Horrible, gross makeup stuff.
Doing gross things.
Contact lenses.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing.
Mega contact
lenses. It can't have been comfortable doing what he was doing. Prosthetics on him and Sora Wong, who was my highlight of the whole movie. She's the blind girl who is the sister. And she is incredible. Like, from the beginning of the movie, I was like, nobody better hurt her. I'm on this girl's side. Leave her alone and don't hurt her.
You're feeling protective.
Yeah. And she was doing a good job. And I could understand, why the brother was like, he has a little code word with her.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the whole thing. You could say that's a trope, but there's a lot of trope.
Oh, I don't know. I'd never really heard of that before. So I liked it.
Directed by the Philippou brothers. They've only done Talk to Me. They were a YouTube duo. They had a YouTube channel that was very popular in Australia, like millions and billions of views. And then they moved on to feature films. And the reason they moved on to feature films was, as the YouTube brothers, they got invited to a film set. And it was a horror movie of some kind. And they helped on this horror movie. And that was where they got an interest in making their own horror movie.
Right.
It's top tier to me. This movie.
Oh, right.
In the horror genre.
Is it because it's just an unexpected villain?
And it's as you're on edge the entire time. It's
true. It's
got everything. It's gory, gruesome. There's some fun at the beginning, I would say, a little bit.
A little bit.
Where they first meet her and stuff, so there's a little time to breathe and get used to it.
Her fun creeped the fuck out of me.
Yeah, her fun is creepy too.
It's very creepy. I didn't think she was nice at all. You said, she seemed nice. No, she's letting like a 15-year-old girl drink booze.
Yeah.
And she's saying weird, we're going to combine gaslighting with passive aggressiveness and weirdness all together. And in her eye, you could just see she was
I guess it's more like
evil.
The pace of it unfolds nicely.
And
then when it gets to the point where the shit is the fan, and it really does, it doesn't stop after that. It just goes crazy,
Yeah.
If you don't like animals dying as well, you might not like this. Chickens and stuff.
Well, you don't see anything.
Yeah, you'll see some dead chickens.
Barely. One bloody, what looks like a chicken. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, so yeah, well directed. I'm dying to see what they do next. I'm not dying to see it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
IMDb reviews, what are those?
Those are reviews where people are going to give this movie 1 out of 10 stars.
1 out of how many?
10? 10
Okay.
or 5? I don't know. And you make fun of them when you like the movie, because how dare you give it 1 star, or you agree with them when you don't. So this one will be interesting. I can imagine it has a few.
Overall, it's a 7.6 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And it has 416 reviews, and let's narrow them down to 1 star and see how many we really get. 13 1-star reviews.
Okay.
So first guy says, it's overrated and utterly frustrating.
Okay.
I genuinely don't understand the hype about this. The reviews are either lying or seriously overrated. The villain keeps winning from start to finish. It's not even terrifying. It's just a walking Karen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's a weird way to look at it, but hey.
Gotcha.
Second one says, none of the conflict in this film would have happened if Andy had called the police or spoke up at the beginning. It's like he has no brain. And also that he didn't report that Laura keeps Oliver in his room without any hospitalization when he ate a knife.
Well, things kind of escalated quickly after that. He didn't have a choice. And he did go to the police, so give him a break.
Yeah, and the third one says, what a boring and predictable film. When you go to these types of movies, you can expect stupidity in every character. Otherwise, the plot doesn't move forward. However, these characters are the most foolish ever. The pacing is terrible, and nothing really happens until the end. I'm reading between the lines here because it's really badly composed, this paragraph. So I'm trying to get the parts that make sense.
One-star reviews often are poorly constructed.
Other than feeling sorry for the young girl and all the bad things that have happened to her, I couldn't really give a toss. That's it.
British person, then?
Yeah, right, yeah. Because I could be Australian.
True.
They say that too. So those are the 1-star reviews. We didn't see any extras because we watched streaming. Let's give this movie a score. I'm going to give Bring Her Back an 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow. That is phenomenal. I'm going to say 7.1.
Oh.
For sure. I mean, it's above. It didn't impress me the way it impressed you, obviously, but it's quality.
It's impressive, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch this again, and I still feel like I would get out of it. Maybe I'd notice more things.
See, I wouldn't watch it again, so that's probably why I don't think of it that high as you do. So cool.
All right. So thank you to A24. Next week, we're going to look at the new Karate Kid movie, Karate Kid Legends, starring Daniel San and Jackie Chan.
Why are we watching a Karate Kid movie?
It's a big blockbuster movie for this summer, so we're watching it.
With the actual Karate Kid?
Well, he's not a kid anymore.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but he's the Karate Kid.
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Fascinating.
I don't think he'll be doing any karate at this point.
Okay.
I think there'll be a boy who's the kid.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see when we watch it. Movie recommendations. I am going with A24 and movies that they've made that are horror, that stick with you and are the best. Midsommar and Hereditary. And this movie reminded me quite a bit of Hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
It has the same kind of
tragic vibe.
Yeah, and trapped in a house type feeling at the end. And disgusting blood. That kind of noise.
Yep.
Going on. And yours are?
Mine are going back to the whole of all of making movies. I started when the movies began, early 20th century, and now I'm up to the year 2002, and it's all horror, or they are designated as horror on my list on the precious IMDb. These are all just movies I've seen, so the quality is not what I'm talking about here. It's just if you want to have the exact same brain as me, this is a good start to watch them all. Blade 2
Electric Boogaloo.
Cabin Fever, which I particularly the 2002.
Right.
Not the remake in 2010, wasn't it?
That one was very strange. The guy who made the original made a remake, but it's the same movie.
Like less than 10 years later, wasn't it?
It actually felt like it was a tax evasion scheme of some kind. Like that production company still exists. If we make a movie with it, we can get tax back.
And we don't want to bother making a new movie, so let's make the same movie.
The same.
Well, not with the same people or anything.
No, but the same movie, but with different people.
So my other next one is Halloween Resurrection. I don't know what number that is. We're watching Dexter Resurrection. Aren't we? Is that the name of it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Different, but I'm just saying. They love to use that word.
I'm very big fan of Dexter.
I know you are.
I was a very not fan of Dexter because of how it ended up in the main series.
Absolutely.
And then they made spin-offs, and I was like, I don't even know if I want to try spin-offs. But then I watched spin-offs, and now I'm just a big fan of Dexter.
There's more than one?
Well, we watched the prequel, and then the New Blood one, and now the Resurrection.
New Blood.
Where we met Harrison for the first time, probably, as an adult.
Right.
Yeah. So
those aren't really offshoots, though. I mean,
no, the main.
There's a prequel, and there's now.
But you know what? Even that prequel's really fun. They know kind of how it's kind of campy. And
it is.
And they know that, and that kind of keeps it interesting, I think.
And they had Christian Slater. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then my next one is The Ring. One of those that when you watch it the very first time back in the day, even though you and I had seen a lot of horror movies up to that time, it still was freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Does it hold up?
I don't know. I'm not going to watch it again.
Never?
Never. Well, I don't know.
What about if they make a remake?
If it's on one of I think they might have. I know they've done sequels at least.
They probably have, yeah.
Then they've got this classed as horror. I disagree, but it's Resident Evil. The game is definitely horror genre, but the movies are like action
schlock
horror. Okay, we'll go with that.
I would say the movies are like very close to being like Sharknado/B movies.
I don't think they're that bad.
They're pretty weird and.
No, I think you are tainted by your love of the games.
Yeah, the games are so much better than the movies.
But see, that's just what really obnoxious people say.
Yeah. That's me.
And you're not obnoxious.
I enjoyed some of those movies, but it did get ridiculous towards the end. Even as a Resident Evil fan, I had no idea what was going on towards the end of that. The desert one, do you remember? There was one in a desert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what that was about.
It was trying to be super cool.
And like, let's have a different setting every time or something.
Yeah.
Even though that's not a thing in the game.
I think it was trying to be like Mad Max-ish, with sort of almost post-apocalyptic
I get the
vibe.
feeling they don't hold up. They're very of the time, aren't they?
True.
All right. A Scully stuff. I've been getting back into some rhythm games. Rhythm games, right? Remember them? Guitar Hero, band.
I played the Guitar Hero or singing.
You played Rock Band.
Rock Band with you a couple times.
So Guitar Hero is the original rhythm game, and then Rock Band came out later.
Is it though? I thought that You Gotta Believe was the original.
Yeah. Anything. I mean, all right then. Original that included plastic instruments.
Okay.
So Guitar Hero came with a plastic guitar, which is basically your controller. So when you're playing songs, it feels like you're playing the guitar. That's the idea of it. And then Rock Band, it added drums, singing, and what else? Guitar, keyboards? Was that right?
I don't remember.
Rhythm games have had their time, and then they just kind of faded away. Like, nobody makes rhythm games anymore. It's not a fashionable thing, I guess. There's not enough sales, so they don't make them. But there are ways of still playing your old rhythm games. Unfortunately, there are no new songs added to those games, so you're stuck with whatever songs there were at the time, right? But now there's it's a free thing, actually, on PC called Clone Hero. So like some open source people have made, you can just download it for free. It's basically just the mechanics of Guitar Hero. And you plug a guitar into your PC or a controller if you want. And you can load your own songs into it and play along with them. So it makes charts for your songs. You can take the songs from your original games and put them in there and they'll work properly too. So it's not an official thing, but it's a way to keep rhythm games going, I guess, because you can put any song in there and play it. And that was what was the thing with the old games. You had to buy every song.
Yes.
That was the idea, wasn't it, of that? It was
Absolutely.
It was like, you love Guitar Hero, don't you want more songs? Oh, well, here they are. They're 99 cents each. It's like, that was the deal with that. So this is, you can put your own music collection in there and just play along with it. Now, the problem I had was, I've got plastic guitars that I've had over the years in boxes and stuff, and I've pulled them out and realized that none of them connect to the PC. Because they were all for like Xbox 360 or the PS3. You know, they had different ends on them. They weren't USB. So I hunted on Amazon. I'm like, surely somebody will sell a guitar with a PC end on it. And I found one. I haven't got it yet, but I have ordered one. So I'm going to try this Clone Hero with a proper guitar. It's not really a proper guitar. It's like the old guitars, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get back into rhythm gaming, there is a way to do it. Clone Hero. Just go to clonehero.com. It's free. You can download it. And I'm sure you've got a music collection you can plug into it, right? Sit Talk, what's for dinner?
Tonight we're having one of your favorites, because you're British, beans on toast with chips. Now, what that means is a can of baked beans. We're vegetarian, so they're vegetarian. And that's why we're telling what we eat, because people think because we're vegetarian, we're starving to death or we're eating lettuce every day. We're not. So a can of vegetarian baked beans. Cooked up nicely, perfectly for you, because you like them runny and juicy, which is weird, but whatever. To me, baked beans are not runny. To me, baked beans are stiff enough to stick a spoon in the middle.
No.
And they're full of brown sugar and butter and onion and ketchup. That's the way my mom made them.
I like it nice.
And then baked until they're like to this sticky, gooey consistency. You might even want to add a little barbecue sauce now and then, but mostly just that baked deliciousness. So for us, these baked beans are, you open the can of baked beans, not pork and beans, baked beans. Dump them in this pan. Heat it up just barely. So the juice all stays in there. And then bake some French fries or steak fries, which you like to call chips. And then we'll make some toast and put it all on there. And
See,
you make
to me, the juice is like you dip your chips in it. And it's delicious gravy.
Right.
Yeah, that's the idea of it.
Nah.
Don't want no dry-ass beans.
So that's what we're having for supper.
And your advice, and let's get out of it.
My advice is going to be very specific, and I have absolutely no professional reason to be valid, or you should not take my word for this in any way, shape, or form as credible advice, other than I have been to funerals. All right, so that's where we're starting. Sadly, I went to a funeral this week of a family member. The mother of two of my great nephews died in a car wreck. It was very sad. They are not very old, 22, 25, and they have a 15-year-old brother. It's very sad. I mean, it's a sad thing, obviously, right? Go to a funeral, it's sad. The guy stands up, the pastor person or whoever is giving the presentation, and could be part sermon, part explanation of who this person was, and a little inspirational da-da-da-da, right? I'm sure everyone listening has been to a funeral except for you.
I have never been to a funeral.
Right. So I'm telling you, this is some advice to these professionals. So if you're listening to this and you're one of these professional people, and you may or may not, and religious or not, because that will be part of this as well, and people will hate on me for this. I don't give a shit. So here are 3 things to consider. And while this service was very nice and very kind, and the guy knew her, and so that adds a lot of realness to it. In fact, I'm not the only one who noticed, and my sister was next to me, my aunt and uncle to my side, some other people sitting around, and as we were all done, and it was like a tour de force. It lasted a long time. Even the funeral director had to sort of start mulling around to catch his attention, and my sister said, oh, he knows he's in trouble now, because the guy who does this funeral is the guy who does like all of our family funerals. It's a small town. He's on the move. I'm like, oh, I know. So it wasn't just me observing this. So keep this in mind. I'm being charitable by giving you this wonderful advice as a funeral goer. Okay. And as a person who's lost loved ones, of course we all have. What you hear from this person does somehow define that moment in time, because you're at their funeral. It's like you can't do it again. right? You can have another memorial service, but on this particular day is the day. Her children are here. Parents were there, sadly, because she wasn't very old. All of us, everyone around. Okay, so my advice is, number one, brevity. Now, do we all know what brevity means, children? Brevity means to edit yourself and give the most abbreviated version of this speech that you want to give about this person who's gone. Trim it down, right? If you're including religious quotes and things from the Bible or whatever religion you're doing or whatever thing you're quoting from, that's going to be part of it. So there has to be a balance of you just talking, not rambling. Okay? So brevity is very important. If you've sat down the night before or 2 nights before and written out your presentation for this funeral that you're about to give, then consider doing a third of it. Just even if it's not very long, just consider it, right? So that's number one. Number two, repetition. So this is going to come into when you go to edit. If you see that you're saying the same thing over and over, clip it, clip it, clip it. Trim, trim, trim. So for me, repetition is for like advertisements, right? So when you say the same thing over and over and over, it becomes monotonous and then meaningless. So if you're quoting from the Bible or whatever religious text, and then you say the same thing in relation to that over and over and over, and I don't mean like 2 or 3 times to kind of make the point. I mean ad nauseum. So be very aware that there are small children in this group of people. There are people who are elderly. There are people who are so grief-stricken that what you're saying may not even be soaking in, but that hammering the same idea over and over isn't helping. You're not honoring the person. You're kind of indulging your own self. So let's be sure that repetition is also balanced, right? If you want to say the same sentiment and it's maybe something the person did want to get across or the family, that's fine. Balance it out. And number 3 is the one that people are going to dislike. But if there is religion involved, even if the person who has died is, very marinated in their religion and the whole of their planning was about religion or the whole of their life involved a religion, daily basis and all the relationships and how they saw the world, that's awesome. That's fine. However, when you're speaking to a room of what could be 40 to 100 to 500 people, that if you incorporate in there any sort of dig or insult or some sort of dismissiveness to anyone in that room who isn't of that religion, it's super fucking tacky. I'm not a believer in anything, and I'm thick-skinned, so it doesn't matter to me what you say. However, I know of other people in this particular group who have not the same as me, but, they're not as heavy into the religion, the Christian religion, the Bible, and the ideas. And to proclaim that everyone in this room will agree with me that. Everyone in this room will also think this. Everyone in this room must. And if you don't, I feel sorry for you, was actually one of the quotes, sadly.
Oh, boy.
I know. And I feel like, I get it. I get it. You want to proclaim, you want to pass along this person's philosophy of life. Fantastic. Whoever's given my funeral speech, I would expect nothing less. However, in the group of people who will be there for me, there will be a time, they're of everything. So I want you to include some Christian things and Bible things. I don't care. I'll be dead. I want them to feel like the way they're grieving and approaching their process of loss, whatever philosophy and religion they're using is absolutely correct. Like, it is right. It is the way it should be for you. And everyone in this room has whatever method and way they do. And here's your loved one and what they believed. And here's what I believe. And also, isn't it great that we're all here together, even though we're all different, whatever. I'm not saying like kumbaya and all that. I'm just saying, if you make an effort to sort of alienate people on the religious thing, I don't think, because again, that you're honoring the person So maybe that should be number 4 because I don't have a number 4. Number 4 is everything you say, every gesture you make, every little kind of joke. And yes, there are jokes often involved in certain sermons and, things to do with funeral services. Every song that you mention, every quote, every poem, just be sure that it is in honor of the person. And even if you knew them and you loved them, that it's not about your relationship with them, but look at the room, read the room, know your audience. You have offspring, you have siblings, you have parents potentially, you have lifelong friends you're talking to. And so it's not about you or kind of your connection there. It can be a little bit, balance. There's number 5, balance. So that is actual advice. So I'm wondering if anyone in the world will take it. And if the next funeral you go to, you start to hear or see, or you note that, oh yeah, this person didn't quite follow those 5, it'll just become very obvious to you. So.
All right. Well done. It's well done.
I mean, I didn't want to learn it in that sad way, but it was something that stood out on this occasion.
All right. Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. Those are the social media networks we are available on. I'm A Scully. She's Sid Talk. We're also on ascully.com, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube. All those places host our podcast. You can email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Don't email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your email. And stay classy, A24. What a surprise hit, this one.
Nice. I'm going to say think for yourself, because if you're not doing it, someone's doing it for you.